So, you guys, let's cook. Welcome once again to my kitchen, you guys. And today we are cooking some sauerkraut from scratch. What you're seeing there is some red pepper, onion, garlic, a tomato, and of course, some scallions. Yes, we need our vegetables to go into our food to flavor it properly, of course. The first thing I do is wash my vegetables. Y'all know it's germs and everything. So I clean the vegetables, wash them, peel the garlic, peel the onion, wash my tomato, my pepper, my scallion, and then I tend to cut it all up really small. The smaller, the better for me. That's just me. So I am going to cut up all my vegetable here and set it aside for the rest of the cooking. And we are done cutting up. This is what the end product look like. Next, I have a smoked sausage. Yes, I liked it smoked because that helps flavors your sauerkraut. And we're gonna chop this up also. But one thing you will notice is that I take off the skin. I do not like the skin of the sausage, so I took it off. And we're gonna chop this up also, y'all. Okay, we're done cutting up the sausage. As you can see, I cut it in half first and then I sliced it up. In this pot, I have some salted beef that's gonna go in it too. You're seeing it in that pot because I boiled it out first. Some bacon strips, all of that is going into it. So I poured out the water from the salt beef, opened up the pack with the bacon strips, and I put everything in a bowl. That's my sausage so that it all could be ready. So when I start heating up the pot with the oil, everything is ready to go into the pot separately. There goes our vegetables that we chopped up. Yes, so we have everything that we need ready and set to go. As you can see right here, this is the sauerkraut. Yes, it's sour. So remember to always rinse it out a little bit first before you pour it in the pot. You see, I put it in the sink, drained out. I'm gonna pour over some boiling hot water over it. Not too much because you still want a little bit of sour. That's why it's called sauerkraut. But you don't want to eat it to the point where your teeth is hurting you. So rinse it out a little bit with some hot water, strain it out, and let it strain out and wait for when you are ready to cook. You see, I'll put it down there so that it waits. Nothing else, nothing more to it. I almost forgot our potatoes, y'all. As you can see, I have red potatoes and white potatoes. I love my potatoes with the skin. Now I'm gonna fry all my meats one by one. These are the sausages. I like frying them a little bit brown and crispy. So that's the first thing that goes in the pot. You fry it nice and dry, my way, how I like it, and then I take that out and on to the next. After the sausages is done frying, then I will kindly fry up my bacon strips. There you go. I like frying them crispy, but not too crispy as the sausage because this gives off a lot of oil and stuff. And I don't like when it's too crispy. You don't really get the full taste of the bacon. So I fry this up also a little bit brown, a little bit crispy, but not too dry. If you get what I'm saying. This is the bacon added with the salt beef. Yes, I added the salt beef in there so that that also could fry up a little bit, and every flavor is gonna blend into your sauerkraut. As you can see, the bacon still looks good. And then, of course, we gotta fry our tomato or potatoes because you do not want no hard potatoes in your sauerkraut. But what I did first, you guys, I boiled it for about 7 minutes to soften it a little bit. And now, in the same oil that I fried up all the meat with, I'm frying up the potatoes so that gets flavored also. Now we have the potatoes, the meats, and everything mixed in the pot. And I poured in the vegetables now, onion, garlic, scallion, tomato, red peppers, all in there. And we're going to fry this up for a bit. Season it up. And then add our sauerkraut to it. So this is what the mixture look like. It look good, don't it? I know. I already want to eat it just like that, but we're not eating potato and meat. We're cooking sauerkraut. So let's season up our food, y'all. In this pot, we're gonna add some paprika, some sesame, mm-hmm, some celery salt, mm-hmm, some onion powder, yes, some garlic powder, yes, ma'am, some Himalaya salt, of course, I don't like the regular salt, and some black pepper. These are all the seasonings that we are adding to our dish today. Not too much, just a tablespoon, a teaspoon of everything, not even a tablespoon. The only tablespoon of something that's in there is black pepper and paprika because the black pepper gives it a little bit of to a little bit of heat. So once you have that all mixed in, guess what? Now we're going to add our sauerkraut, mix it in, and let it cook. You guys, you see that water in that pot next to it? I forgot to film that. I poured over a little bit in it, covered it down, and let it cook. And this, you guys, is the end result of our sauerkraut. Let me make a plate and show you guys what my food looked like. And it is kind of sort of delicious, y'all. And this, you guys, is the end result. I added some white rice to it, some corn on the cob, and of course my sauerkraut. I had a nice glass of sorrel juice, homemade with it. And you guys, this was Sunday's dinner. It tasted delicious, by the way. I recommend you try it. You could add whatever meats you want to it, but this is what I prefer. Bon appetit.